Welcome back to the place you come for weird art. I am doing something a little different this time. I have this photography setup that I use for some of my smaller pieces, and this is like just an all white cube basically, and with some diffused lights. So I thought maybe I would use this just to highlight the strange little creation that I have made. So I've had this cage for, it's been a while. I've had this hanging out in my studio for quite some time now. And I knew I was going to use it for something at some time. I just didn't know what. And sometimes I just collect things and then I just hang on to it for a while and just let it simmer and think about it, and eventually I'll come up with a reason or a purpose. And then I discovered this material called foam clay. Now, this apparently has been in existence for a couple of years, but I'm just finding out about it now. It's the weirdest, coolest thing I've ever seen. It's a lot of people use it for cosplay. So if you do a quick YouTube search, you'll see a couple of videos about how people work with it and use it. It is really, really fun stuff. So it's almost the consistency of silly putty when you first take it out of the container, but it is a material that obviously takes detail very well, and you can just let it air dry once you're finished, and it weighs almost nothing when it's done. You can paint it and glue it, and it works particularly well for this little leather figure because it's so light and it's so easy to attach. So yeah, this was just kind of like a little experiment just to see what I could do, and I kind of had fun doing this. I did debate about making the little faces come all the way down around the cage, but I wanted the leather figure in the center to be visible too. I didn't want to cover everything up. Although, had I done that, you'd still be able to see her a little through the bars of the cage, but still, this is what I have so far. I could always go back and do more, but I may just sit with this for a while and just see how I feel about it. And maybe I'll stop here, maybe I'll keep going, but for now, this is what I have. So I intend to be using foam clay much more. I anticipate maybe doing a large sculpture out of leather and just using this to attach details. Like, I've never been able to sculpt hair out of leather. Now, obviously, it's not going to look like normal hair, but in a sculpture, you would make sections that would kind of resemble a head of hair. So I may try that with this foam clay. But there's lots of possibilities with this stuff. This was quite a fun little experiment.